Whitney Stadium in Mobile, home to the South Alabama Jaguars. As we'll see a team from the American, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the South Alabama Jaguars. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to tee it up. Florida Atlantic ready to kick it off and get this game started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Jaguars offense will start this game off. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is.
Turning it on! Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. On the ground, it's Braswell. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Jaguars will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Peterson. Open space at the 25. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The Jaguars will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Got his man on the right. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. 2nd and goal for this offense. Looking to fire. Get it out on the screen. Touchdown, South Alabama! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Florida Atlantic Owls offense will try to get something going with their first possession. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Evans. Hauls it in. Nice move to pick up yardage. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Guys, let's talk about Florida Atlantic. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They go to the draw. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds his tight end. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. Here's the handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Catch in the middle, it's Graham. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Jaguars really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Peterson. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Jaguars line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. The give to the fullback. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Fullbacks are a dying breed, but when you see them, it just reminds you of the big old neck roll, just huge, stout fire plugs that you don't want to hit. But on short yardage situations, occasionally, you give the big boy the ball, there is no juke button. There is no speed burst. It is all power down your throat, hitting you and falling forward and getting that first down.
Caught in the backfield, it's Peterson. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. Dumps it to the back. Got his man. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter. South Alabama has the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it on the run. It's a fumble. Oh, and he gets it back. A fortunate turn of events. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Touchdown, Jaguars! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Bringing it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Looking to throw, it's Evans. Under fire. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Still running at the 40. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Send the tight end in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged out of the air. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Looking to throw for it. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. Now the lead is down to 11.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Just a short pass to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Jaguars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down.
Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Jaguars come to the line with a new set of downs. Pulls it in. It's Chop. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Jaguars in a good spot here with second and short. On the option. Now the pitch. At the 40, there he goes. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, South Alabama. Excellent pass by the back on the option. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Pittsburgh looked like a bunch of world beaters today in a stern-to-stem beatdown. I think a lot of people forget this program won 5 national titles last century. A rich tradition and a sparkling performance today. Top 25 teams and a very clear outcome today, guys. Ought to be fun to see how the rankings are impacted this week.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Back to throw, it's Evans. Gets it out quickly. Oh, he got loose. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Perkins. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. Line getting set on second down. Looking for a crease. It's Burks. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Owls come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Complete in the middle. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. He's looking to throw. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to pass. It's Evans. Trying to find the end zone. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Owls. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
Snap coming before halftime. To the air on 1st down. He rifles one deep to the left. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Mobile, but let's just go with notable. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's head back inside Hancock Whitney Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Jaguars will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Owls! And the comeback is on.
This option makes you play responsibility football, and they don't do it. How about the receiver as the pitch man? QB, he doesn't even need him. He takes care of business, makes the defense wrong, takes it down the field for a long touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's chopped. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Grabbed over the middle. It's Peterson. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again.
And that's why through the offensive coordinator.
It's a running room. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Jaguars, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Leaves it with the back. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And the Jaguars will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Got it behind the line. It's Chubb. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down and nothing doing there.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Using his legs, it's McGee. Quick step and go. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. Florida Atlantic races to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. They'll go back to the ground. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Marches ahead. Touchdown Owls. And here they come, almost all the way back.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Chubb. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. Caught behind the line. It's Chubb. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the out.
There he goes. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Here's a hit. Finds his man. It's Peterson. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. The Jaguars lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Trying play action. Grabbed behind the line. It's Peterson. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. We've reached the end of the period. It's South Alabama holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. He's looking downfield to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Chubb. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Grab behind the line. It's McGee. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29. Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly. Tight end now in motion. To the air, it's Evans. Right on the money. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll try the run. Gets it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Looking left. Got his man downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up. And you got to communicate.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Man, getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw it last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on second down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult third down.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
The Jaguars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's high. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Jaguars are marching down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Graham.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run. When they're going between the tackles, this defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. The Jaguars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Complete on 3rd down. Turning it on! He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. That touch pass went nowhere, stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Trying to barrel in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on 4th and goal from the 4. From the gun, he'll try to throw. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. To throw, it's Evans. They knock him down in the end zone. That'll be a safety and put an exclamation point on this one.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Gonna try to get it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
You gotta keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the 4th quarter and it's a 1-score game, you gotta do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around.
He's gonna let it go. He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Dude, talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, 1st down.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking to throw on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment and continue to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.